Hello and welcome to Hexxit. This is a new mod pack that I'm going to try out for Minecraft version 1.5.2. I say new mod pack. It's new for me, but it is very old, much like the others I've played. But unlike Feed the Beast and Tekkit, this mod pack is all about adventure, all about exploring and conquering strange unknown places, raiding dungeons and pillaging things and so on. I thought that would be quite exciting, and so in the spirit of that sort of idea, I decided to give myself a new challenge, which was to play this in hardcore mode, as you can see at the bottom, which is going to be very interesting because I am not someone who is built for hardcore. I am an impatient person who does not like to spend that kind of time. I'm also not a huge fan of systems where you lose all your progress whenever you fail at something. I think that's kind of annoying at times, but I think it matches the spirit of this challenge, and I'd be interested to see if I can do it. So my plan in this series is to defeat the Ender Dragon. Obviously, that's like the standard, but also this mod pack adds a series of 11 dungeons, I think, or at least 11 different types of bosses, including things like the pirate or like a hydra, I think. So my goal is to beat each and every one of those bosses as quickly as I possibly can, while also, having a nice place, I guess, and surviving. Although this first episode, I'll be honest, I'm not going to fight anything, I don't think, this time around. I think I'm going to focus completely on just building a nice place. And normally, I am a major nomad. Whenever I start a game, I like to run off into the wild blue yonder and find somewhere, but honestly, this is the most gorgeous place. I mean, just look at this. As the world disappears in the distance, what on earth? But it is just the most fertile, beautiful plains I could ever think of settling in, so I'll probably just stay here, honestly. Now, as I've demonstrated a little bit already, as you've seen, this mod pack adds Treecapitator, which is my favorite mod ever. Well, one of them. I love mods that have the ability to just improve your quality of life majorly without breaking the game in a substantial capacity, because Treecapitator, it still damages your axe the same amount as if you'd broken all the blocks by hand. All it does is it makes it so you only have to chop one and the whole tree comes down. Just, kiss. Fantastic. The best thing ever. Other than that, there is one other thing that I think you may have seen already, but this has already become my favorite mod pack out of the 3 I've played so far, because I can now click and drag items into the crafting grid. And that is, praise God. It is the best thing ever in this game to be able to do that. So nice, so convenient. But yeah, this is great. I've got a village nearby. That's fantastic. I'll probably go up there soon enough. But I think for now, I can hear demons down here. It's not exactly what I want to encounter, but I do want to get some equipment, some tools very quickly. I think probably a pickaxe would be a good start so I can mine more stone more efficiently. But yes, I'm not walking into this completely blind, although, saying that I've played this mod pack, whoa, I am a wizard, I've created iron ore out of thin air. Saying I've never played this mod pack would be a little erroneous. I think I played it when it first came out, however many years ago that was. Good lord, I'm old. But I never really gave it much of the time that I wanted to. Also, I never played it in hardcore, so it's new even in just that capacity. But I have done a little bit of research to look into what I want. So I mentioned the dungeons. There's also a few mods that add some really interesting little convenient things for you right at the start of the game. One of them is called Artifice, which I'm very interested in. So I'll probably show off a little bit of this, a little bit of that this time around. There's also Tinker's Construct, which was introduced in this version, which is basically one of the staple mod packs in any good pack. At least it was back in the day when I played around 1.7. That was my soiree into modding for sure. So yeah, man, it's just so many things to look into. It's so exciting. I'm kind of creating a little house here, I guess. I sort of didn't plan to, but I guess until I create my official house, having a cave is always a good start. I feel like this is the standard the standard way to play Minecraft is you find a cave, you bury yourself inside it, and that's where you stay for the first few nights while you gather materials to build an actual house. I took a look at some of the mods. I think that's a really good thing to do whenever you start a mod pack, is to take a look at all the mods that you want to work with, because then you're not walking in completely blind. You know, when I played Hexxit in Feed the Beast, I tried to basically play through every single mod that was available, because those were relatively small packs. It was fairly easy to do. But now that we're moving up in the versions, I don't feel obliged to do that as much anymore, because it's going to become increasingly difficult, especially as we get into the sort of mega kitchen sink mod packs that come out in later versions. Even actually just around the corner in 1.6, there's a few. Now this is really dark. There we go. Hopefully that helps a little bit. I turned the brightness up some, but unfortunately I haven't found any coal yet. So so hopefully you can see. Otherwise this will be completely dark for you. I do see something. What the hell is this? Can I collect them? I don't know what that is, but it's scaring me. Ah, yes, coal. Okay. This is what we need, because then you'll actually be able to see what I'm talking about. But yeah, so as we progress through these mod packs, it will become less and less possible for me to play through all the mods within them. Like in Hexxit, I did basically everything besides Railcraft, I think. In Feed the Beast, I did all the magic mods. I ignored the tech mods because a lot of them I'd already covered in Hexxit. So I think I'm going to become progressively more and more focused as I play through these games, and only doing the things that really interest me, or more specifically, interest me in a very particular way. Because, you know, that's not to say I didn't enjoy everything I did in Hexxit. I certainly did. I'd never experienced half of those mods, and it was, oh man, it was cool. I'm so excited. I'm like actually kind of breathless with wonderment. I'm reconnecting with my childhood here in quite the major way, and it is exhilarating to go through. I saw something out of the corner of my eye, but I guess I must have mistook it. It was a glare. It was a mirage. Oh god, I'm in the desert, and I you can see the haze of water, but it's not real. Ah, fantastic. Okay, so food. Let's grab all of this. Now, I did also see that there were cows down there, which was really awesome to see right at the start, because cows in this game, it feels like in Minecraft, even in vanilla Minecraft, some animals are disproportionately better than all the other animals in the game. Seeing cows right at the start, great. I'll have a good food source right off the bat, something that I can reliably use, and have a source of leather, which is also how you make the best item in any game, which is the... Oh, holy shit. What the hell? Oh, what on earth? That ain't right, bro. I literally just blew up. What on earth? Oh my god, I'm not cutting all that. Oh shit, that's funny. Alright, so I've got back a lot of my progress. You'll notice that this world looks suspiciously similar to the original one. I wonder how that occurred. all the same, let's make these the standard items that you need in order to survive in this world. And I'll take these with me as well. Now I hear a spider. I'm not interested. Don't want. Go away. But yes, you'll probably wonder why I made a bucket. The reason is that I'm not completely foolish. I realize that now that I'm in a hardcore world, the greatest enemy to me is probably going to be fire. So I'm just going to have this on me at all times. And the reason I made shears was because preserving the wildlife around me will be important. Oh, I guess I must have planted these. Whoops. Can go back down, lads. But preserving the wildlife will be important because they are the only source of anything useful to me. Now, you are a terrifying person, and I don't want to be near you. Bye! But yes, so back to what I was saying. Leather is arguably the most important thing that you can possibly make in this world. And yeah, having a source of cows nearby, great. Really accelerates that process. I I can't believe that right at the start I die. I did say that I wasn't going to be very good at this, but I didn't expect it to happen so suddenly. And that's really depressing, honestly. I really hoped that that wouldn't be so easily done to me, but whatever. That was just awful. I'll have to pull up the footage back on that because that thing said like blast off sticky something else. I didn't realize that I was going to be fighting like Diablo mobs in this game. My God, that zombie was. I didn't even. He didn't even hit me. I stabbed him and then died. But how am I supposed to protect myself against that kind of thing? That's crazy. Right, so it's been some time. I've actually broken my iron pickaxe now. And I am beginning to run out of food. So I think I'm done in the... Well, I say beginning to run out. I just don't want to not plant these. But I think that I'm officially done in the mines for now. So I have a lot of iron remaining, which is quite nice. So what I'm going to do is actually make another iron pickaxe, of course, and then make a full set of iron armor, just because I am completely paranoid that I'm going to be assaulted out on the road. But now I have this, and I can actually begin working on a farm, which means that I can show off one of the cool tools from Artifice that I remember. Now, I believe if you type nice, there we are. You can actually make what's called a sickle, which lets you harvest plants in a radius, like a larger radius than normal. So what I'll probably do is I'll make a stone one because those are nice and cheap, and I don't think I'll need anything more advanced than that. So with a sickle like so, if I head out here and find something like grass like this, you can see that it breaks it in a large radius around where I slice, which is just so nice. It makes clearing grass infinitely better. Like this feels like something that should just be in in vanilla. That's how useful it is. It took a little while to make, and even still it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I figured that I should get a farm going pretty quickly because I needed it for food and also to, feed my animals, not just myself. I elected to go for this format of farm because it prioritizes quantity over quality. Wait, no, that's not exactly right. It's speed. That's all it is. When you grow crops in this format, it makes them grow a lot quicker than if you have them all grouped up together in a massive tile, which is my traditional method. I always love the 9x9 farms because it maximizes the amount of hydration that you can get from a single piece of water. But in this instance, I'm much more concerned with just getting as much as I possibly can, as quick as I can, because I figure probably because of the nature of this mod pack, the dungeons that I'll be exploring probably will have food, and honestly, the only reason I really need this farm is just to diversify some of my diet and get a little bit, again, it's mainly for the cows. Now, I have been thinking about it some, and I've determined that I'm probably going to move the cows from where I currently have them over here, because I really like these eucalyptus trees. I think they look quite nice. I wouldn't build with them because they're sort of garish and bright pink, but they do look nice, and I think that with my Tudor-style, white house, they will nicely frame it. So I'm thinking I will use the same plot of land and just move the cows back over to where my farm is currently being set up. So yeah, this is all I've set up. I'm probably going to move the cows over now. I'll probably place them at this opposite end here so they're as far away as possible, and I'll flatten this out some more. But a lot of this stuff is just off-camera work that isn't super relevant and super interesting, so I want to try and get it out of the way this first episode, and then that way, in future, all we have to do is focus on the mods, and all the infrastructure and basic stuff like food and so on are already set up, and then I don't have to worry about it after this point. So I'll be back in a little while.